In a world torn into conflict, one man will face the enemy head on in order to save his friends in battle. Not like that. What's going on, guys? Amazing AIDS here, and I hope you enjoyed that intro. It took forever to make, and I thought it was funny. Whatever. Okay, so this is War Thunder, and this game is completely free. Not if you... if you want to pay for it to get all the planes now, sure, go ahead. Be a dick. But, for most people, it is completely free. Buy it on... Get it on Steam. Nothing. Okay. So I'm just going to show you around the main screen. This is the main screen after you sign in. Now, right off the back, you have a choice of a country you want to be. You can switch any country to any country you want. But, like, for instance, I chose the United States. And you get a boost in the amount of XP you get. So I chose America. I started out at level 1 instead of level 0. As you can see, Russia and Japan still a low 0 because I haven't played as them yet. But there are 5 countries: United States, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, and Japan. Those are the 5 main countries. And this is in the aviation bar. Army and Fleet have not yet been made available. But this is simply the main screen, and in each country you have these research panels, which is how far you can get. And I don't know if you can tell, but down here there's a 5, there's a 2, 0, 0, 4, 0. Those are the levels in each country. You level up in each country separately, and overall you have a level. I'm level 6 overall, but my level in the United States is 5, Germany 2, and Great Britain 4. So this really doesn't mean anything. It's mostly just these. These allow you to unlock planes in those countries. And this is the research panel where you can buy them. There's 2 types of currencies. There are silver lions, which is the main currency that you get for doing missions, or, I'll get into that. And then there are golden eagles, premium currency, which you start out with a lot, and you quickly, I've used all of them already. But you can always buy them, why not? Just buy some, convert, sure. You can even convert XP and get, you can convert these golden things into XP if you're really that lazy. And this is the startup menu. There's arcade battles, historical battles, and full real battles. And when you start a game, it actually tells you, I'm not going to do it, but if you pause it there, I'm afraid about joining the game. I don't want to join it right now. But it tells you the average wait time. Arcade is by far the fastest. Takes about 15 seconds to get into a game. Historical battles about 2 minutes. And I've never. I haven't done that. I've never done full real battles, but I'm assuming they're the longest. Or most people stick with arcade just because it's the fastest. Now, if you go into each plane, also has a level. As you can see, that's rank 2. You get XP in each one. Rank 1, whatever. Rank 5. Wow, it's pretty high. So each plane also has their own experience, and they also show all your stats and such. Like so. Let me go to Great Britain, because I've been playing as Great Britain for a while, because they got the Spitfire. You can also upgrade. You can upgrade stuff. If you use a plane a lot, you can upgrade. And this, I just got that, but let's go to this. As you can see, I can buy airframe. Cool. That was dirt cheap. You can buy upgrades. You can even switch ammo. You can do anything you want to do. The plane is here. You can also view your crew, and you can upgrade. The only thing really worth doing is G-force tolerance, because everything else is kind of useless. But you can always accelerate your training and buy shit. Always. It's free, but they want you to buy. Change aircraft. Yeah. Well, I have. Alright, let me get to that. As you can see here, I only have 3 spots, and how it works in a, well, I'll do that later. You start with 3 spots, and you can purchase more spots. And basically, how that works is in a game, when you, let's say this one got shot down, then that you can't use it anymore. You can only use these 2. So the more slots or the more planes you can bring to the battle. See, I have 5 here. And, well, I'm not going to spend 200 Golden Eagles in it, but that's just stupid. So, you know, I do have extra aircraft that, I mean, these are all the best ones that I have, so there's no point bringing anyone else back. You can also do test flight, and you're already in the hangar, but yeah. Oh, actually, I have new decals. Oh, only available with. Actually, I did not realize you could do this. This actually looks very cool. Oh, they all cost a lot of money. All these look very good. Sure. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Can I flip it? Flip. Flip. Cool. So you can actually put... Can I move? Alt and mouse wheel. I want to... Oh, wait, whatever. Back. Yeah, so you can even customize your planes so that you can have certain things on them. You can I mean you unlock these decals when going through missions. You can actually put them on your plane, so that gives a little bit more personality. How do you unlock these? Oh, these are... This is actually very cool. Every time, I mean, historically, you put, you know, whatever symbol of the other country on your plane if you get a kill, so, you know, ace. A lot of kills, obviously. But, again, a lot of these you have to pay for. And no one is willing to pay for it. Battle of Britain camouflage. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even surprised. Whatever. Okay. So, that's basically taking around... the menu. At the top is where it actually says menu. You can go all that, and you know, you can actually look at all your stats all the time. Friends, one friend. I actually know. And this is like you can type stuff and whatever, and messages, and who cares. And that's the shop. And yeah, that's so you can buy stuff actually. $115. Jesus. Okay, so that's basically taking you around the menu. Alright, now this is what it looks like when you join a game. You have an option of all your different planes and ready to join, and there are a couple different game modes. And this is obviously what it looks like when you're actually flying, and it's a different way to flying. You use your mouse to point, and basically that's where the plane is going, and that's also where the plane is going to be shooting. Now this game mode is domination, where there can be up to 3 different airfields, or as little as 1, as this one. And what you have to do is you have to land on the airfield and take it and hold it, and you have to prevent the other team from landing. The only problem is there's only 1 airfield everyone's going for. There's also tanks, light armored vehicles, and anti-aircraft guns that you can take out. And there are a couple ways to do it. You can use rockets, you can use bombers, you can use attackers, or you can use cannons. Those are just a few of the ways. I'm not sure if there's a lot more. And yeah, I just shot that guy. Another huge part of this game is G-force, which is pulling either against you. And if that's why I was doing, I added G-force tolerance, because basically it's the most important thing. If you have too many G-forces, you'll knock yourself right out. That's why the screen goes really black, and it adds a really good level of realism in the game, because otherwise it would just be, you know, otherwise it'd just be a turning game. In this game, I don't know how this game does it compared to other ones, but it really prevents that kind of gameplay. Very rarely are you just turning in a circle. I'm not sure. I think there's up to 12 or 16 on a team. So you got 30 plus planes attacking each other. There's no room for that, and there's no need for turning like that. There's always somebody else to get. Now, I'd have to say in all the games that I've played that most people, and this is obvious, most people are just fighters. Most people just go out and try to shoot everyone down. Though there are a lot more bombers than you would think. The only problem is they always stay really high, and it's really realistic. Bombers usually do stay very, very high, and us fighters are just on the ground shooting at each other. Now, these are what bombers look like. If you've never seen a bomber before, I'm not obviously the highest level, but this is basically the basic layout. Yeah, 2 propellers. Here's one bomber, and here's another bomber, and this is what, a TBF? Okay, but these are torpedo. These are either light or torpedo bombers, and that's an attacker, actually. These are the light and heavier bombers for, like up to 12 bombs at a time. And if you keep going down, it gets bigger and bigger. Well, mostly on this side. Yeah, B-17 heavy bombers. And these are used to destroy all the ground forces that you might overcome. Or you can even take out enemy airfields if you get enough bombs on target. Now, when you're in control of a bomber, you have to realize a few things. One, you have to know how to bomb. There's a couple different ways, and also capabilities of your aircraft. It has 2 engines, so it is fast, but it turns very, very poorly. Now, there's a couple different ways to bomb. If you keep the default controls, F6 you turn into bomb mode, and this is basically what you're looking at right now. It gives you an overlay of where you're going to bomb. Only problem is that they're moving targets, and you're very high. This isn't very good for moving targets. It's very good for non-moving targets. Because you're so high, you don't know how fast you're going to drop. By hitting F7, you obviously, as a bomber, you have some tail guns. I think this one has one on the top and one on the bottom. By the way, it might be other way around, F7 and F6, one of the two. You can be the gunner in the back and shoot if anyone tries to attack you. Now, most bombers do not have offensive weapons, so I can't shoot out the front. I can only be the gunner in the back. But if you don't upgrade your gunners, which I never do because there's no point. I'm very rarely a bomber. It's just for demonstration. They're very easily knocked down. They're very easily killed. So if your gunners are killed, you're completely defenseless. You're basically just getting shot up. But the other good thing is, bombers have just a tremendous amount of health and armament. It takes forever to kill bombers and to destroy them. But the lucky shots like taking off a wing aren't unheard of. So if you are a bomber, you're fine. The other way to bomb is without the sights. When you're going down, you do get a display on the bottom where your bombs might go. Like right here. You can kind of see it. I almost messed this up. But you can, just by hitting spacebar, spacebar is how to drop the bombs. You can just do like that, like a dive bomb basically. And it gives you a display of where the bombs are going to go. And by going much closer to the ground and aiming just a little bit ahead of them, I mean, unless you completely miss by accident, I mean, it's pretty easy to hit your target. Now, as a bomber on the battlefield, you are targeted a lot because you do a lot of damage, not just taking out people. But like I said, most bombers do have guns in the back, and they are quite powerful, even against a biplane. Like this guy, had no idea what hit him, and he's trying to dodge. And there are dead zones where the gun can't shoot, but just easily rip his wing right off, and he goes down, like nothing. But again, your gunners can be killed very easily. That guy didn't have much firepower on him, but I'm just showing you the capabilities of a bomber from, attacking from behind. This is a very little bomber. The higher you go, the more guns and the higher caliber, and I'm sure they're going to be everywhere. Now, even though most people think that bombers are really slow and dog slow, they do have two engines, and they definitely do have the ability to outrun enemies. Even this BF whatever, even that guy has two engines, but I'm still outrunning him. For some reason, bombers in this game can outrun most of anything, even single-engine planes that are much lighter. But I'm just saying, you do have the ability to outrun most enemies, and you can just run away, and he won't, whatever. But I'm just saying you do. Now, the primary target for bombers are all those anti-aircraft guns, those tanks, and those light vehicles that you see move around. But you can attack airfields. It's a much slower process, and you really, it's most people who do that are very high because they're not moving. You don't need to be very, very close. It takes a while to take it out. But once you take it out, they can't land and repair. And by the way, I forgot to mention this. If you're damaged, you can land at a friendly airfield and repair and also get more ammo. If you take it out, they can't do that, and you also get a ton of points, which isn't bad. Now, this is what it looks like when you finish a game. You have basically everything you've done, aircraft destroyed, all that good stuff, and everything you do adds up into, what the hell are these things called? Silver Lions. So you get a total amount of that, and you also get a total amount of XP. And you can even buy stuff if you really want to, and they're just pushing that on them. And it is free, but they do want to get some money. You also get some achievements or awards, and also upgrades for your bombers. And these are, this is everybody. So I'm not gonna count that, but it looks like 16. You can even share your results on Facebook if you're that, awesome. This shows you level and how your level overall and your level in the British Air Force, so whatever Air Force you might be in. I have to say though, overall, this is a multiplayer game. It's meant to be played with people. You really should be playing with other people, because alone it's very difficult. And yes, you can survive being hit by a plane in the wing, but it does damage the wing. Oh, I forgot to mention, stupid of me. To the left, you can see a little airplane symbol. That basically displays the damage to your plane. It goes from light red to dark red to black. Black is like completely destroyed. Like, for instance, if your tail is red, you can't go up or down, left or right anymore. You're basically dead. You just fall and kill yourself. But this is definitely a game to be played with other people. And this is definitely one of the best. And it's free too. It's the best part. It doesn't look like this was cheaply made. The graphics look awesome. The sun glare is great. It adds a different level of realism, and it does realistic damage. It really does. Like, bombers take forever to kill, and like biplanes take 2 shots. That's realistic. It's because you earn the planes after doing a lot. And that's why. And same with the G-force. I've never seen a game that actually uses G-force, and if you do it too much, you get knocked out. That realism and playing with friends really brings the game, and it really shows you how good it is. Though playing alone, you're at a complete disadvantage, because playing with other people, you can coordinate, and you can also help each other not get killed. That's mostly the thing. I hate it when I'm playing with somebody and I ask them to help and they don't, and I get shot down. That's a whole nother thing. And the thing that I keep going back to is this is completely free. Though you can go on Steam and buy, you can buy the Golden Eagles to help you get things back. You can actually buy a pack where there's single player. I haven't bought that. It doesn't look very good. You can buy packs to get all the planes really early. There's always going to be things like that. But for free, you aren't held back that far compared to the people who pay. And that's what of course, it's not going to be equal, but there aren't that many times when most people haven't paid anything in this game. Most people are playing completely for free, and it's completely fair. And the matchmaking in this game puts the same levels together really well. There aren't really good planes against really bad planes, though you can bring bad and really bad planes into a difficult match. If you want to do that, that's fine. But you're not going to find that many different leveled people. They're all going to be around the same level as you. The game also has a lot of variety because if you want to switch countries, you can, and there are a ton of planes in each country. Some of them are locked because you need to pay for them, but most of them you can unlock just by playing, getting XP, and leveling up. So if you want to switch countries, you can go ahead, experience a new country and different planes. They're all really different in their own different way. For instance, basically every other country except the United States uses cannons in their planes, and I wanted to use cannons really bad. I didn't know that, so I switched, and now I'm using cannons, and it's great. It's different, and I love it. I mean, who wouldn't want to take 2 shots at a guy and shoot him down? I mean, it's just fantastic. You also have the ability to put those decals that I showed before. You can actually put up all the kills that you've gotten on your wing, and that is extremely satisfying. After a game when you kill 20 guys. I've never killed 20. I think in this game I killed 17, which is the most I've ever gotten ever. It was ridiculous. It's really satisfying to put all those symbols on your wing and have all those kills. There aren't that many negative things about this game. If you look at the maps, there are I think 5 or 6 different maps, but some of them are very, very good, and they're all huge maps. So I mean, of course, if there's objective based, you can be playing in the same spot, but some of the maps are really, really good, and some of the maps aren't as good. But I don't hate any map. I actually do hate one map. It's not a bad map. It's just I always do bad on it for some reason. But that's a whole nother thing. All right, now my final verdict of this game. With all the great variety of planes, all the good maps, good graphics, and the fact that it is freaking free and you can play this game, I'm gonna give this game a 9 out of 10. And that's when you're playing with friends or with other people. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 when you're not, because it's really difficult and you get really pissed off and you're alone the whole time. But it's still a fantastic free game. That's why I'm giving it I was gonna give it an 8 but I'm now giving it a 9 because it is completely free, and that's the major point. You can pay for it. I recommend not, because it's a waste of money, first off. But I think it's a fantastic game. I think you guys should all get it, and hope you guys enjoyed the review. And I'll see you guys in the next video.